Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Myra Lorraine. Thank you all for stopping in and giving me a little bit of your day. I really appreciate it. Now today I want to talk to you a little bit about a trip, a planned trip that didn't happen and is not going to happen anytime soon because of this health crisis. And I want to say, I hope you and all of your family, you are all taking steps to keep yourself safe. This is a serious, this health crisis we find ourselves in right now is a very serious issue. And I hope everyone is taking it as serious as it is. I know I am, and that's why I talked a little bit about this. I'm going to talk a little bit about how this health crisis has impacted my sewing. So first off, let me just say that I am in I'm in the high risk mode. Because of my health, I actually have to self-isolate, which I am doing. And because of that, I had three trips already planned for this year. And one of them has been canceled. It was supposed to happen in a couple of weeks, and it is no longer going to happen because not only because of my self-isolation and the health crisis has canceled most of the cruises, and that's what it was a cruise. So that really upset me, but not more than taking care of myself, which is what I hope all of you are thinking too. Priority of health comes before anything else. So we had to cancel the trip. They didn't cancel it. We actually canceled it ourselves a couple of weeks ago because we saw that this was a serious matter and there was just no way we were going to be able to go on because I'm in that high risk group. So well, let me tell you how this impacted my sewing. And you see me looking down, looking at my notes here because I didn't want to forget anything. This is really important to me. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I think it was a couple years ago maybe, I went to Las Vegas, and which I go a lot because I love it there. And we stopped at, actually my friend and I stopped at a fabric store that's pretty popular over there. And it's called Hetty Fabrics. Now I went over there and they have so many fabrics. I bought a lot while I was there, but there was one particular piece that I bought that I'm so fond of, and I was so fond of. I'll run a clip of that video in that section where I talked to you guys about this lovely piece that was up there. And I didn't have any clue what I was going to do with it, and it wasn't enough to make a complete anything because it was just a little piece they had draped across a very short mannequin on a counter. But I loved it so much, I actually purchased that piece of fabric. And some of you who watch my videos will remember me talking and showing you that piece of fabric. So what I had decided in my mind about this piece of fabric was towards the end of last year, because our cruise was actually planned a year in advance. So what I planned at the end of last year was I was going to take that piece of fabric and make it for my formal dress during the cruise, because I always like dressing formal night on cruises and taking lots of pictures. So that was going to be incorporated into a dress for myself. So I started to design this dress. Oh my gosh. First I went out and I looked for inspiration because I didn't know what I was going to do with this fabric, but I kind of had an idea in my mind, but I wasn't sure. Hadn't sketched anything, so I wanted to get some inspiration. So I did what I usually do. I went through Pinterest. I Googled online for party dresses, formal dresses, and I came up with this one photo. And so I put the photo in my sketchbook and I started, you know, draping the fabric, and I watched it start to come to life, like similar to this picture of my sketchbook where I was actually working on it. I know some of you might call it a mood board or such, but for me, this was just my ideas out on paper so that I could see it. And then after I had done that, what I started to do was to take the fabric and start to drape it on Sally, my dress form. I wanted to see if I could emulate the drapes, the soft drapes, and make it look somewhat, because the pattern was so haphazard on this piece of fabric. It went different ways. There was no, there were different symbols, stripes, diamonds, all kinds of things on this piece of fabric, as you'll see. So what I did was I started to drape it around Sally, and I'm showing you pictures here of where I started to drape this one piece. And I liked the way it looked. I really did. So I continued on, and you can see I draped around the armhole here because I kind of liked the way that, you know, felt and the way it looked. So I continued draping, and then it started to come to life in my head as I'm looking at this on Sally. So I grabbed some scrap fabrics out of my stash, some old fabrics, and I started putting pieces together here to form what I think might look good as a dress. Now, you looking at these pictures are going, oh my God, that beautiful fabric and that flower print is not working in my head. But in my head, it was coming to a point where I knew exactly. At this point, when I had this on and I had draped the front here, and then you can see I draped the back piece of this floral knit, I knew exactly where I was going with this dress. So I did it. I actually worked on this dress, oh my gosh, and I got it together, and it looks absolutely amazing. I'm so proud of myself. I'm sad that I won't be going on this cruise anytime soon because I wanted to get pictures for you guys and then show you the pictures, you know, while I was on my cruise. That is not gonna happen, and I just thought it would be so boring to take this beautiful dress that I made and take pictures here in the house, just, you know, so you can see the dress, because I can't really go out any place to take pictures in this dress because I'm self-isolated. So I am going to wait and see what happens in the next couple of days, and I will bring my dress back to you. Okay, this video is definitely to be continued. I want you all who follow me to come back and see that dress once I figure out how to get the photos of this dress so you can see it, that will look nice and complement it. So with that said, I'll see you all in the next video. Don't forget to be safe out there and have fun. Happy sewing. Bye now.